Assalamu alaikum dear students. In the previous class, we have actually discussed the basic concepts of three-dimensional geometry, the concept of two-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system, this concept of three-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system, the concept of quadrants and the concept of octants we have discussed in the previous class. ये octants जो होते हैं ये थ्री डायमेंशनल कार्टेशियन कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम जो होता है हाउ इट डिवाइड्स द स्पेस इनटू 8 equal regions and how they are formed, and these regions are actually called octants. So what would be the sign of octants? What would be the sign of first octant, second octant, third octant, fourth octant, fifth, sixth, seventh and eighth octants, and their signs? So how we can locate a point when a point is lying in space, in which of the following octants does it lie? So these facts, these basic concepts of three-dimensional geometry we have discussed in the previous class. Now our today's class will start by an article, and that is distance formula. How to calculate the distance between two fixed points which are lying in space. So as we are talking about three-dimensional geometry. So if you have three-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system like this, suppose this is your positive x-axis, positive y-axis and positive z-axis. OX, this is origin O, this is positive OX, positive OY and positive OZ, the three-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system. And in that three-dimensional Cartesian coordinate system, you have two fixed points, A having its coordinates as x1, y1, z1, and the point B which are having its coordinates as x2, y2 and z2. Then in order to find the distance between these points, the distance between these points can be denoted by mod of AB, and that mod of AB is directly equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. This is actually the formula for obtaining the distance between two points which are lying in space. Two fixed points, point A and point B. Point A has its coordinates as x1, y1, z1, and point B has its coordinates as x2, y2, z2. So we need to prove that the distance between them, that's denoted by mod of AB, and that should be equal to square root of non-negative square root of, yes, x2 minus x1 whole square, x2 minus x1 whole square, that is difference of abscissas whole square, plus y2 minus y1 whole square, that is difference of ordinates whole square, and plus z2 minus z1, that is difference of applicates whole square. So the distance between two points is given by the formula, and that formula is actually known as distance formula. So here lies then the statement: if A of x1 y1, z1 and B of x2 y2 z2 be any two points in space, they are obviously in space as they have three coordinates. So in be any two points, then the distance between them, is given by, तो इनके बीच में जो डिस्टेंस होती है वो क्या होती है जिगरा? दैट्स इक्वल टू नॉन नेगेटिव स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ डिफरेंस ऑफ एब्सिसस स्क्वायर प्लस डिफरेंस ऑफ ऑर्डिनेट स्क्वायर, सो y2 minus y1 square plus difference of applicate square, so that is z2 minus z1 square. So means if you have two points in space which have their respective coordinates, you have to find the difference of x coordinate square plus difference of y coordinate square plus difference of z coordinate square and take non-negative square root, and from that formula you can obtain the distance between points A and B, means any two fixed points in space. So here lies the proof. क्या सच में यही होती है डिस्टेंस फार्मूला? क्या सच में यही होती है? ये जो स्केलर यहां से आएगा, क्या वही स्केलर होगी एक्चुअली डिस्टेंस बिटवीन टू पॉइंट्स A and B? So given n points given endpoints of a line segment, हाँ जी तो given endpoints of this line segment ABR, so given endpoints of ABR, what are they? A of x1 y1 z1 and B of x2 y2 z2. They are actually the endpoints of this line segment AB, which is lying in space, and we need to calculate its distance, its length. The distance between points A and B means length of AB. To calculate the length of AB, we will consider a vector AB. Suppose हम इस vector AB को consider करेंगे. क्योंकि vector AB जो है इसका initial point भी हमें मालूम है और इसका final point भी हमें मालूम है. So we can locate easily this vector. So therefore AB vector is then equal to, AB vector is any vector, and any vector is always equal to the position vector of its final point minus position vector of its initial point. So that's equal to position vector of final point B minus position vector of initial point A, and that's equal to position vector of B. B is a point which has its coordinates as x2, y2, z2. So the position vector must be x2i plus y2j plus z2k. So that's x2i plus y2j plus z2k. Minus times position vector of A. A is again a point which has its given coordinates x coordinate, y coordinate and z coordinate. Abscissa, ordinate and applicate as x1, y1, z1. So its position vector must be x1i plus y1j plus z1k. So implies AB vector is then equal to x2i minus x1i, so that is x2 minus x1 into I, plus y2j minus y1j, so y2 minus y1 into j, z2k minus z1k, so plus z2 minus z1 into k. So this is our vector AB, which is which has been actually expressed in terms of its components. And when a vector has been expressed in terms of its components, we can locate its magnitude. So therefore magnitude of vector AB, and that must be the distance from point A to point B, because the magnitude of this vector AB must be the length of vector AB, and the length of vector AB must be the distance from point A to point B. So magnitude of AB must be equal to magnitude of AB distance from point A to point B, and that's equal to, we are actually calculating the magnitude of AB vector, but AB vector is that sort of vector which has been expressed in terms of components, and when a vector has been expressed in terms of the components, it is magnitude is directly equal to non-negative square root of sum of squares of its scalar components, that is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. So we have actually calculated the magnitude, but that's equal to the length of vector AB, and the length of vector AB is actually the distance from point A to point B. So the distance from point A to point B must be equal to non-negative square root of x2 minus x1 whole square. यही प्रूव करना था, given by non-negative square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. So in this way we have proved that the distance between two points can be given by this expression square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square. Means if you have two fixed points in space, suppose point A having its coordinates as 1, 2, 3 and point B having its coordinates as 7, 8, minus 9, then the distance from point A to point B can be directly calculated by non-negative square root of x2 minus x1 whole square, that is 7 minus 1 whole square plus 8 minus 2 whole square, so 8 minus 2 whole square plus minus 9 minus 3, so minus 9 minus 3 whole square. calculate this value. There you will get a scalar, and that scalar must be the distance from point A to point B, and that's all about the distance formula. Now next we are going to discuss another important topic, and that is section formula. Now we are in a position to discuss another important formula regarding this three-dimensional geometry, and that is section formula. इससे पहले हमने डिस्कस किया है डिस्टेंस फार्मूला. डिस्टेंस फार्मूला इज एक्चुअली यूज्ड टू कैलकुलेट द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन टू पॉइंट्स, बट सेक्शन फार्मूला इज a bit different. It is actually used to find the coordinates of an unknown point which divides a given line segment in a given ratio. So for instance, you have a given line segment. You have a given line segment with its initial point A as x1, y1, z1, and its another endpoint B has its coordinates as x2, y2, and z2. Suppose you have a line segment joining 2 points in space A of x1, y1, z1 and B of x2, y2, z2, and you have another point, another unknown point C, A of x1, y1, z1, and here you have B of x2, y2, and z2. And suppose you have an unknown point C which divides this line segment AB in the ratio m1 is to m2. Then by the application of the section formula is actually used to calculate, since A has its given coordinates, B has its given coordinates, and C is a point which divides AB in the ratio m1 is to m2 internally, means C is a point different from A, different from B, and it divides AB in the ratio to positive numbers of the ratio m1 and m2. And section formula is actually used to find the coordinates of this point C. And the coordinates of this point C by section formula, they are given by m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2 would be the x coordinate of point C. The y coordinate of point C would be m1 y2 plus m2 y1 divided by m1 plus m2. And in similar fashion, it is z coordinate would be m1 z2 plus m2 z1 divided by m1 plus m2. So these would be the coordinates of that unknown point C, which divides a given line segment AB in the given ratio m1 is to m2. तो स्टेटमेंट फिर क्या रहेगा जी गाइस, सेक्शन फार्मूला क्या, if C is a point which divides the line segment joining the points A of x1, y1, z1, B of x2, y2, z2 in the ratio m1 is to m2, then the coordinates of C are which can be obtained by section formula, and that's equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2, sum of the ratios. So m1 को मल्टीपल करना है x2 से प्लस m2 को मल्टीपल करना है x1 से डिवाइडेड बाय सम ऑफ द रेशियोज, आएगा x कोऑर्डिनेट, और y कोऑर्डिनेट आएगा जिगरा m1 y2 प्लस m2 y1 डिवाइडेड बाय m1 प्लस m2, और इसका z कोऑर्डिनेट जो आएगा दैट मस्ट बी m1 z2 प्लस m2 z1 divided by m1 plus m2. These would be the three coordinates of that unknown point C, which divides the given line segment AB in the ratio m1 is to m2, right? जी यार, so the section formula is actually used to find the coordinates of an unknown point C, which divides the line segment joining two given points in the ratio m1 is to m2. And so the coordinates of this point C must be of this form: m1x2 plus m2x1 divided by m1 plus m2, m1y2 plus m2y1 divided by m1 plus m2, and m1z2 plus m2z1 divided by m1 plus m2. And here we are going to prove this result. So here lies the proof. क्या सच में सेक्शन फार्मूला के कोऑर्डिनेट्स जो पॉइंट सी के कोऑर्डिनेट्स जो होंगे वो सच में यही होंगे कि नहीं? So we are going to calculate, we are going to prove that thing. Since point A is lying in space, it has its coordinates as x1, y1, z1. So it must has its position vector. Similarly, point B must has its position vector, and similarly this point C must has its position vector. And the position vector of a point is always with respect to the origin. So we are here taking here origin O. Suppose यहाँ पे हम origin O ले रहे हैं, और ये डायरेक्टेड लाइन जो OA होगी that must be the position vector of point A. ये डायरेक्टेड लाइन OB जो होगी that must be the position vector of point B. और ये डायरेक्टेड लाइन OC जो होगी that must be the position vector of point C. Since A has its coordinates as x1, y1, z1, so the vector OA vector, the position vector of A must be x1i plus y1j plus z1k. The position vector of point A, as A has its coordinates x1, y1, z1. In the similar fashion, B has its coordinates x2, y2, z2. So the position vector of B must be x2i. So this vector OB must be x2i plus y2j plus z2k. And C is an unknown point, no doubt unknown, but it must has its position vector, and let that position vector be denoted by small c vector. Suppose the position vector of point C is denoted by small c vector. So in the proof we are going to write since the points A and B have the coordinates, चूंकि इनके coordinates जो हैं have the coordinates, तो क्या है इनके coordinates? A of x1, y1, z1 and B of x2, y2, z2. Therefore, position vector of A must be equal to, yes, A is a point, coordinates are x1, y1, z1. So the position vector must be x1i plus y1j plus z1k, and position vector of B must be then equal to, B is a point, its coordinates are x2, y2, z2. So the position vector must be x2i plus y2j plus z2k. Right? C must has its position vector, and the position vector of C we have denoted that by, so let small c vector be the position vector of point C. Point C must has its position vector, and the position vector of point C we have denoted that by small c vector. Now since this C divides AB in the ratio m1 is to m2, मतलब A से लेके C तक की जो डिस्टेंस है that is represented by m1, और C से लेके B तक की जो डिस्टेंस है that is represented by m2. Since C divides AB in the ratio m1 is to m2, लेकिन m1 0 के बराबर नहीं है, m2 0 के बराबर नहीं है, m1 not equal to 0, m2 not equal to 0, m1 plus m2 not equal to 0. ये दोनों रेशियोज जो हैं पॉजिटिव रेशियोज हैं, इसलिए दो पॉजिटिव रेशियोज का सम भी 0 के बराबर नहीं आएगा. ये आप यहां पे डेफिनेशन में भी मेंशन कर सकते हो. If C is a point which divides the line segment joining the points A in the ratio m1 is to m2, यहां पे मेंशन कर सकते हो ब्रेसेस के अंदर m1 not equal to 0, m2 not equal to 0, m1 plus m2 not equal to 0. m1 0 के बराबर नहीं है, m2 0 के बराबर नहीं है, तो ये दोनों रेशोज जो हैं पॉजिटिव रेशोज हैं, लिहाजा इन दो पॉजिटिव रेशोज का सम 0 के बराबर नहीं आ सकता है। तो सिंस C इस AB को डिवाइड कर रहा है इन द रेशियो M1:M2, इसका मतलब AC का जो AC की जो लेंथ है दैट्स रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय M1 और CB की जो लेंथ है दैट्स रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय M2। तो अगर हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे देयरफॉर AC डिवाइडेड बाय CB अगर हम ले रहे हैं तो ये किसके बराबर आएगा? AC is represented by M1 divided by CB is represented by M2, right? So implies this can be further written as, yes, cross multiple कर दो तो M2AC is equal to M1 into CB, so M1 CB, right? Which further implies that now we will take the direction of AC and CB. Since AC and CB are formed from AB और AB की जो डायरेक्शन रहेगी वो रहेगी फ्रॉम इनिशियल पॉइंट टू द फाइनल पॉइंट, लिहाजा AC की डायरेक्शन रहेगी फ्रॉम A to C, CB की डायरेक्शन भी रहेगी फ्रॉम C to B, because AC and CB are formed out of AB. So that's why AC की डायरेक्शन होगी फ्रॉम A to C और CB की डायरेक्शन होगी फ्रॉम C to B, because the direction is of AC and CB must be from A to B. Now implies M2 is M2. Now we have here AC vector, and AC vector is any vector, and any vector is equal to the position vector of its final point minus position vector of its initial point. So that is position vector of C minus position vector of A is equal to M1 into CB is again a vector, and any vector is again equal to position vector of its final point B minus position vector of its initial point C. So that is position vector of B minus position vector of C, which further implies that इसको further simplify करके M2 into position vector of C. What would be the position vector of C? That is small c vector. So small c vector minus times position vector of A, और A का position vector जो है क्या है? A का position vector x1i plus y1j plus, so x1i plus y1j plus z1k is equal to, yes, M1 into position vector of B. So M1 into position vector of B. What is the position vector of B? The position vector of B is x2i. So x2i plus y2j plus z2k minus times position vector of C. So minus times C has its position vector, and that is represented by small c vector, right? Implies this can be further written as, yes, मल्टीपल कर दो M2 से तो M2C वेक्टर प्लस इंटू माइनस इज माइनस M2 इंटू x1i प्लस y1j प्लस z1k, एंड दैट मस्ट बी इक्वल टू, अब M1 से मल्टीपल करूं तो M1 इंटू ये चीज आएगा M1 इंटू x2i, सो M1 इंटू x2i प्लस y2j प्लस z2k, and M1 into minus c vector, that is minus M1 c vector, right? This can be further written as so, which further implies that, yes, M2 into C vector को ऐसे ही रख दो, so M2 into C vector. अब यहां पे RHS में है माइनस M1 C वेक्टर, LHS में लेके आओ तो बनेगा प्लस M1 C वेक्टर, एंड दैट्स इक्वल टू, अब देखो RHS में है हमारे पास M1 इंटू x2i प्लस y2j प्लस z2k, तो M1 से मल्टीपल करो क्या आएगा? M1 x2i, so M1 x2i, yes, प्लस M1 y2j प्लस M1 y2j, yes, प्लस M1 z2k, so M1, हाँ जिगर, तो क्या आ रहा है? m1x2i plus m1y2j plus m1z2k, so plus m1z2k. अब ये LHS में -m2x1y1z1 जो है इसको RHS में ले लो तो प्लस बनेगा, फिर m2 से मल्टीपल कर दो तो प्लस m2x1i प्लस m2x1i प्लस m2y1j, सो m2y1j और प्लस क्या मिलेगा m2z1k, सो m2z1k इंप्लाइज। अब LHS में इस टर्म में भी C वेक्टर है, इस टर्म में भी C वेक्टर है, तो C वेक्टर कॉमन आ रहा है, क्या बचेगा m1 प्लस m2 और m2 प्लस m1 एंड दैट्स इक्वल टू, ये किसके बराबर आएगा, देखो जिगर दिस इज m1x2i प्लस m2x1i, दोनों में i है तो i को कॉमन ले लो, क्या बचेगा m1x2 प्लस m2x1, m1x2 प्लस m2x1 होल i प्लस m1y2j m2y1j, तो j को कॉमन ले लो, बचेगा m1y2 प्लस m2y1 इंटू j एंड प्लस m1z2k m2z1k, तो k को कॉमन ले लो, सो m1z2 प्लस m2z1 इंटू k। नाउ इंप्लाइज C वेक्टर मस्ट बी देन इक्वल टू, ये m1 प्लस m2 यहां पे मल्टीपल है तो उस साइड पे डिवाइड होगा, फिर हर किसी कंपोनेंट को अलग अलग डिवाइड कर देंगे, इस कंपोनेंट को अलग से डिवाइड करेंगे m1 प्लस m2 से, इसको अलग डिवाइड करेंगे और इसको अलग से डिवाइड करेंगे, तो क्या मिलेगा C वेक्टर मस्ट बी इक्वल टू m1x2 प्लस m2x1 डिवाइडेड बाय m1 प्लस m2, ये जो मल्टीपल है उसमें डिवाइड होगा, सो m1 प्लस m2 इंटू i। इन द सिमिलर फैशन ये वाली टर्म क्या बनेगी m1y2 प्लस m2y1 डिवाइडेड बाय m1 प्लस m2, सो m1y2 प्लस m2y1 डिवाइडेड बाय m1 प्लस m2 इंटू j प्लस ये वाली टर्म क्या बनेगी m1z2 प्लस m2z1 डिवाइडेड बाय m1 प्लस m2 इंटू k। So this vector would be actually the position vector, that is small c vector. But small c vector is the position vector of point C. So the unknown point C has its position vector as m1x2 plus m2x1 divided by m1 plus m2i, m1y2 plus m2y1 divided by m1 plus m2 into j plus m1z2 plus m2z1 divided by m1 plus m2 into k। तो जब ये पोजीशन वेक्टर है तो पोजीशन वेक्टर में हम इजीली निकाल सकते हैं पॉइंट के कोऑर्डिनेट्स, तो कैसे i j को हटा लो, वो जो स्केलर कंपोनेंट्स बनेंगे दैट वुड बी द रिक्वायर्ड कोऑर्डिनेट्स, देयरफॉर कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ पॉइंट C are, देयरफॉर कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ पॉइंट C are, तो पॉइंट C के कोऑर्डिनेट्स जो हैं क्या बनेंगे, x कोऑर्डिनेट ये बनेगा, y कोऑर्डिनेट ये बनेगा और z कोऑर्डिनेट ये बनेगा। So the coordinates must be equal to m1x2 plus m2x1 divided by m1 plus m2, इसका y कोऑर्डिनेट बनेगा m1y2 plus m2y1 divided by m1 plus m2 और इसका z कोऑर्डिनेट बनेगा जिगरा m1z2 plus m2z1 divided by m1 plus m2। These would be the three coordinates of an unknown point C। तो यही है पॉइंट C के unknown coordinates, that is m1x2 plus m2x1, m1x2 plus m2x1 divided by m1 plus m2, m1y2 plus m2y1 divided by m1 plus m2 and m1z2 plus m2z1 divided by m1 plus m2। So that's actually the proof of this section formula. These would be the coordinates of an unknown point C which divides a given line segment in a given ratio। तो ये वाली फॉर्मूला तब आती है जब ये पॉइंट C इस डायरेक्टेड लाइन सेगमेंट AB को डिवाइड करेगा इंटरनली। अब सपोज अगर ये C इसको एक्सटर्नली डिवाइड कर रहा है तो उस समय इस समय AC और CB जो वेक्टर्स हैं, AC और CB जो वेक्टर्स हैं दैट आर इन द सेम डायरेक्शन। सो जब ये सेम डायरेक्शन में है तो अगर ये पॉइंट C अब इसको एक्सटर्नली कहीं पे डिवाइड कर रहा है तो जब ये एक्सटर्नली डिवाइड करेगा तब AC और CB वेक्टर नहीं, तब बनेंगे AC एंड BC वेक्टर। तो जब AC और BC वेक्टर की बात करेंगे दे मस्ट बी अपोजिट इन डायरेक्शन, और जब अपोजिट इन डायरेक्शन होगा तो डेफिनेटली हम साइन को चेंज करेंगे। तो उस समय क्या होता है, जब साइन चेंज हो जाएगी तो यहां पे प्लस के बदले माइनस, यहां पे प्लस के बदले माइनस, प्लस के बदले माइनस, प्लस वुड बी रिप्लेस्ड बाय माइनस, प्लस वुड बी रिप्लेस्ड बाय माइनस, प्लस वुड बी रिप्लेस्ड बाय माइनस। तो व्हेन दिस पॉइंट अननोन पॉइंट C डिवाइड्स AB externally in the ratio M1:M2, तो उस समय सेक्शन फार्मूला क्या होती है, M1x2 minus M2x1 divided by M1 minus M2, M1y2 minus M2y1 divided by M1 minus M2, M1z2 minus M2z1 divided by M1 minus M2, and that's all about the section formula. Now इस section formula का एक special case है, and that's actually called the midpoint formula. So we are taking the corollary of this section formula, a short result drawn from the section formula. Section formula में हमने पढ़ा था if C divides AB in the ratio M1:M2, यानी A से C तक की जो डिस्टेंस है उसे रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा था M1, और C से B तक की जो डिस्टेंस है उसे रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा था M2। अब हम ले लेंगे if C is the midpoint of AB, तो that's why this formula can be known as midpoint formula. तो मिड पॉइंट फॉर्मूला में हम क्या ले लेंगे, इफ C is the midpoint of AB, if C is the midpoint of AB, जब C AB का मिड पॉइंट है तो ऑब्वियसली A से लेके C तक की डिस्टेंस C से लेके B तक की डिस्टेंस के बराबर आएगा। इसका मतलब M1 भी वही होगा, M2 भी वही होगा, यानी इसे डिवाइड करेगा इन द रेशियो 1:1। सो therefore C divides AB in the ratio, C divides AB in the ratio 1:1, यानी ये डिस्टेंस भी 1 होगी, ये डिस्टेंस भी 1 होगी, या ये डिस्टेंस भी 2 होगी, ये भी 2 होगी, तो 2 डिवाइड बाय 2 फिर से 1/1 के बराबर आएगा। ठीक है जिगरा। सो ये इसे इक्वल पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करेगा, तो रेशो जो रहेगा दैट मस्ट बी इक्वल टू 1:1, यानी M1 का वैल्यू 1, M2 का वैल्यू 1। देयरफॉर बाय सेक्शन फार्मूला, देयरफॉर कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ C R, तो उस समय कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ C क्या बनेंगे, यस M1 का वैल्यू क्या है 1, सो 1 into x2 प्लस M2 x1, M2 का भी वैल्यू 1, सो 1 into x1 डिवाइडेड बाय 1 plus 1, दैट इज M1 plus M2, तो दैट इज 1 plus 1। तो दूसरा कोऑर्डिनेट क्या बनेगा, M1 जिसका वैल्यू 1 into y2 प्लस M2 दैट इज 1 into y1 डिवाइडेड बाय सम ऑफ द रेशियो, सो 1 plus 1। तो तीसरा कोऑर्डिनेट क्या बनेगा, M1 अगेन 1 into Z2 प्लस M2 अगेन 1 into Z1 डिवाइडेड बाय सम ऑफ द रेशियोज, दैट इज 1 plus 1। सो मीन्स इस समय जो कोऑर्डिनेट्स बनेंगे वो क्या बनेंगे, x2 प्लस x1 या x1 प्लस x2, तो वो रहेंगे x1 प्लस x2 डिवाइडेड बाय 1 plus 1, दैट्स 2, y1 प्लस y2 डिवाइडेड बाय 2 एंड z1 प्लस z2 डिवाइडेड बाय 2। तो ये होंगे कोऑर्डिनेट्स ऑफ मिड पॉइंट ऑफ दिस लाइन सेगमेंट ए बी। तो अगर आपके पास ए बी कोई लाइन सेगमेंट है, ए के कोऑर्डिनेट्स हैं x1 y1 z1 और बी के कोऑर्डिनेट्स हैं x2 y2 z2, तो सपोज C इसका मिड पॉइंट है और आपको चाहिए C पॉइंट के कोऑर्डिनेट्स। तो भाई मिड पॉइंट फार्मूला क्या होते हैं, x1 को ऐड कर दो x2 के साथ डिवाइडेड बाय 2, सो x1 प्लस x2 डिवाइडेड बाय 2, यस। y1 को ऐड कर दो y2 के साथ, सो y1 प्लस y2 डिवाइडेड बाय 2, और z1 को ऐड कर दो z2 के साथ, सो z1 प्लस z2 डिवाइडेड बाय 2। यहां से जो स्केलर्स आपको मिलेंगे, यहां से जो नंबर्स आपको मिलेंगे, वही नंबर्स होंगे उस मिड पॉइंट C के कोऑर्डिनेट्स, यानी सम ऑफ एब्सिसास बाय 2 x कोऑर्डिनेट होगा, सम ऑफ ऑर्डिनेट्स डिवाइडेड बाय 2 y कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ द पॉइंट होगा एंड सम ऑफ एप्लीकेट्स डिवाइडेड बाय 2 उस पॉइंट का z कोऑर्डिनेट रहेगा. सो दैट वाज ऑल अबाउट द टॉपिक्स, दिस डिस्टेंस फार्मूला, सेक्शन फार्मूला एंड मिड पॉइंट फार्मूला.